Hello there, gods and goddesses of your reality. Welcome back. There's a few changes that I've made. I'm now going to be called Manifest with Jenny, keep it nice and simple, in association with Nutritious Lives. So this is a new channel, Manifest with Jenny. I think I wanted to explain it just in those simple terms so people know exactly what they're getting, because I am specialising in manifestation now because I love everything manifestation. It's the best, and I know that you're going to get on board with me too once it starts working for you. Today's video is a video that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I've been waiting for the universe to tell me when that time would be, and the time is now. I've got so much that I want to talk about with this subject, and this is manifesting an SP. But as I said, I've been waiting for the right time, and it's here. So I'm super excited about doing this first video of how I manifested my SP into my life. But before I get into that, could you please like, subscribe and click the little bell icon so when I upload videos they come straight to you. So let's get into the video. Wow, it's been a process, but yes, I am so super pleased and excited to cover this one. And right, so this video also, I've got to say, is not just going to be talking, because I've done a video previously in my other channel talking, which I will add links to, talking about the tools and techniques that I did to manifest my SP into my world, into my universe, as being a conscious creator, right? But I'm not going to talk about that today. But I do want to really just make you understand at the start of this video, we are manifestors from birth. We've always manifested, right? But the difference now with me and potentially being your coach is that we are becoming conscious creators. That means that we are consciously choosing the life that we desire, opposed to from birth, you know, going through the schooling system, feeling like everything just happens to us, you know, that we don't really have any choices. We dealt these cards, and these are the cards that we've got, and we have to just go with that. Now, being a conscious creator, we understand, and you will understand, that you get to create your universe, guys, beautiful souls. This is the way it works. And so I want you to, the reason why I'm saying that, and I'm making it very clear to you from the onset, is because this isn't voodoo. It's not putting a spell on someone to manifest them into your world, or to manifest an ex back, or, you know, you're not putting these weird things out, and you know, it's looked at as the devil's work or evil work. You know, no matter how people paint it, we've been, as humans, we have been doing this, you know, from the dawn of time. So you're not doing anything wrong by being a conscious creator. And I felt the need to say that because it really isn't voodoo. It's just the fact that you're actually, you know, applying these things and saying, I'm gonna, and again, I'm gonna go into more detail about this, but this really helps with the persisting side of things, when you understand and you're empowered to know that it's all within you. So before I sort of really start talking and really making you accountable, because this is all part of it. I'll just take you back to me discovering manifestation, and it was through going through heartbreak, which I have spoke about a few times previously. So I got into a relationship, and it didn't work out, and it left me very emotionally pining and heartbroken and searching for answers. Because when we're in an emotionally we're in turmoil with where we are in our life, we are searching for answers. The ego wants to know, it wants to find out the answers, it wants to identify, it wants to get us out of the pain. And that was where I was, and I stumbled on manifestation and law of assumption. Thank heavens that I did. And that was the game changer for me. But I need you to understand, before I talk about the lead up and how I've manifested my SP in my life now, and how I want you to be able to do the same with the, you know, the tools, technique, knowledge that I'm going to be talking about. I had to take a lot of accountability. Now, what I mean by this is we manifest everything into our existence. The good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. It's all us bringing it into our reality. So hence, when we go through these trials and tribulations, if we're heartbroken, that's because of our own doing, right? Now, when I say that, I'm not placing blame, again, at your door, but our ego hijacks us and we are in victim mode, right? Because it's not what we desire. We don't desire to bring in someone to break our heart. It's not what we consciously say, oh, let's get with that guy or that girl, or let's have that situation in our life just so we can be heartbroken. Let's just be heartbroken for the fun of it. It's not that we're doing that. It's the backstory, it's our experiences and our circumstances of the past which dictate our future and our future preferences, right? So we have to understand that everything that we go through, it's not a blame game, but you need to take responsibility for situations from the past. And the reason why I say it's necessary is because it's so freeing once we do that. Once we say, I take onus for that, I own that, then again, like feeling your feelings that I'll talk about, it disperses. It no longer has power over you. And this was a process that I had to go through. And it's not waking up like, you know, I mean, I suppose I don't want to put a limited belief there, but you could wake up one day and say, that's it then, I know the answers. And of course I was doing that to myself, and that slotted into place and it all comes at once. That can happen. Didn't happen for me, and it probably won't happen for the majority of people. It's a jigsaw puzzle that we have to piece together over time, incrementally, right? But we have to come to these conclusions and understand that it comes from us, and we need to take responsibility for that. So me going through this heartbreak, like I said, and choosing and manifesting a person into my life that was going to break my heart, I had to come to terms with that. And the reason why that person came in presenting the way that they did to me was because I wasn't whole. So I'll sort of mirror it really. He wasn't choosing me. I wasn't his priority. Everything else was a priority over me. It was a breadcrumbing scenario. This was all to do with the way that I wasn't choosing myself. I'd been in a marriage for so long that had deteriorated, and not a hateful scenario like I've talked to you about, it wasn't horrible, it just because I wasn't consciously creating before now, I didn't realise that I had that option, so I sacrificed with my marriage, and I continued to do that. And then when I became single, I still wasn't aware that this was what I was supposed to be delving into. So of course the people that came into my life at that point were reflecting back that what I needed to work on within me, which was that I was breadcrumbing myself. I wasn't taking the time to really feel my feelings and understand what made me tick and what I really wanted. So of course this person who broke my heart was mirroring back to me the work that I needed to do within, and I couldn't see it at the time, because the temptation is to blame that other person, isn't it? Because this is what we do. We go into victim mode and we start blaming the other person. You're breadcrumbing me, you're, you know, this wasn't my scenario, but you know, you're cheating on me, you're saying these horrible detrimental things to me, you know, you're the problem. Really, if we as people take the time to understand why we're accepting this behaviour or why this behaviour is showing up, it highlights where we need to work, the resistance within. And so this has been the process of me really going into my own self-concept to say, and the thing was, it was a duration that this breadcrumbing went on. It was a duration that I wasn't being chosen. It was a duration where I was looking for that person to validate me, for me to fully love myself. But I was missing the point that the love was already within, and the what's the word? What's that bloody word that I keep saying lately and I've totally forgot. I'm blaming it on Friday. The paradoxical, the paradoxical way of looking at this was the fact that I needed to look within, to have that love radiate out, to bring in that which I wanted and what I desired. And I didn't understand that, right? But now I do. Now I understand this, and I understand the work. And what it's allowed me to do is, because I've took the time to feel my feelings, to have my feelings come up, to not push them away, to feel them, to identify them. I've said to you previously, a lot of the time, the wounds and the resistance and the blockages, which I don't like to really use blockade, do really, are from the past, the circumstances that we go through, and we haven't somatically dispersed it from the body. Now I know these are complex words that I'm using, and hence, you know, reach out if there's any questions that you want to ask. But this is what the work is: feeling those feelings, identifying those feelings, letting them sit there to disperse them, right? EFT is amazing for this. So I had to really delve within, look within, really look within, and take that time to ask the questions. Why have I attracted this person? Or why has that circumstance, and this could be anything, not just SP related, why has that circumstance presented itself in my environment? And really, you know, sitting in that to say, that's okay. I haven't even got to understand it. I've got to feel the feeling and wait for the next feeling to come on. And this is the work, guys, and this is where persisting comes into it. It's making the decision to wake up every day the version of you that you want to be. Now, in this instance, we're talking about SP. So this is what I had to do. So when I realised, when I dispersed the heartbreak, when I dispersed the not very nice feelings that we're living within, the rejection, the pain, the feeling not worthy, not valued, not worthy. When I'd sat and I'd dispersed those feelings over the duration, keep coming back to that person that I wanted to identify as, which was chosen, which was a queen, a goddess, without ego, loved, cherished, all these beautiful things that I told you. Once I'd said this to my subconscious enough, that was when I was ready to really embrace love. Right, and this is now where I'm getting to, how I've been able to manifest my SP into my orbit.